practice. Welcome everyone to our first Self-Care Isn't Selfish in 2023. My name is Myrna Lapres, and I will be your MC for today. Just in a way, a short introduction. For those of you who have attended our webinars in the past, you know that we're a group of coaches trained by Hilda Wienman of Generational Healing, as well as connected members of Women's Federation for World Peace. And we feel inspired to use our own healing work and our own training and tools sorry. Somebody needs letting in. My distraction, I apologize. Anyway, we feel inspired to combine our work together with the vision of Women's Federation, women and men working together to establish a culture of heart in the family, community, nation, world, and in order to achieve a genuine and sustainable peace under God. I just want to say that we are a community and participants from all walks of life, and we represent different cultural and religious backgrounds. So in our conversations today, we just ask everyone to, be aware and use inclusive language so that we can be able to respect both our similarities and our differences. So what I'd like to ask you to do right now is to rename yourself. You can on your picture, there's the 3 little dots on the corner. If you click on that, there should give you an option to rename, and just put your state or your country after your name so that we can know where we are all from. If you can also find it under the participants listing at the bottom too. So I'll just give you a minute to do that. You have to rename and then say done. All right. And the next thing that we're going to do as a way of introducing ourselves is that we have a poll that we would like everyone to participate in. So I'm going to launch the poll, and there should just be 3 questions. The first and the last question, you make a single choice, and the middle question, you can choose as many as you would like. So you should see it on your screen now. Go ahead and answer. Each of the questions. We'll just take a few minutes to do that. I'm sorry if the poll doesn't work for you. I'm not so techie to be able to advise you how to do stuff. So I apologize in advance. Just do your best. And we'll just take 1 more minute here. Okay, so we're going to end the poll now. Let's see. We'll just see the result of the poll. So it looks like 29% are joining for the first time, and 14% have joined several times, and a majority, over 50%, have joined before. And amongst our favorite self-care practices, meditation or prayers the highest, followed by walking in nature, watching a heart-opening movie. That always works for me. Let's see, talking to a friend or a coach or counselor, listening to music, as well as reading a book, gardening, crafting, painting, and others. And it looks like it's pretty evenly distributed about what people want to focus on today: family relationship, work or career, self-care, or making a contribution to our community. So thank you all for sharing with us. So now we're going to move on to our webinar today. And I just want to say that this is going to be an interactive webinar. So everyone needs some kind of paper and pencil, because you're going to have time. Our presenter, going to start off with RoseAnn Kennett. She will give you some food for thought and then ask you to write some things. And then we will have the opportunity to go into a breakout room, and each breakout room will also have one of our coaches in the room to guide the conversation. So let's see. I believe we're going to start now. So I am going to share the screen, and I'm going to invite RoseAnn. Hold on one second. Speaker view, share screen. Oops, sorry. Got to close something here. Too many shares. Okay.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our program today. Just to give you a little background, this program, Energize Your Dreams, is a program of Coachville. I joined this, it was called the Graduate School of Coaching about 20 years ago. Awesome program, and they're still going, and I have a lifetime membership, which is great for me because I'm a training junkie. So at that time, my dream was to become a coach and be able to coach from anywhere. And of course, my favorite place is the beach. So fast forward, and a few years ago when my kids grew up, my husband and I did move to the beach. So I am in my lovely little cozy corner here with a view of the ocean. So that was one of my dreams. Then when I signed up for this program, Energize Your Dream, a couple of years ago, I was really excited about implementing coaching with Women's Federation for World Peace, because Women's Fed members and their friends are often amazing people that have ideals and really want to contribute. But we all need support, and we all need empowerment. We all need help in supporting our dreams, co-creating our dreams. And so my dream was to do that. And part of this program is a big part of it is co-creating. And at that time, as Myrna mentioned, all the coaches on my team were trained by the amazing Hilda Wyman, that I think is here today. And we had peer coaching, and Myrna and I were peer coaches. And I shared with her my dream, and she had a similar dream, and it just exploded from there. Donna Avey came on board, Loretta Anderson, Lisa, and more recently, Kendra and Shauna Pace. So we've had a great time working together. We meet every couple of weeks to plan, and then we have this monthly meeting to share tools. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. We sure are. We really love it. So as Myrna said, I'm going to begin the facilitation, and you're going to need a paper and pen. And then after each section, we're going to have a breakout led by one of our coaches. And Myrna is going to do a section of the questions, and also Loretta is going to do a section, always followed by a breakout. So here we go. The first slide. So when we talk about exploring your dream, it can be anything. It could be your business, your health, your life, relationships. And the thing about this program is it helps you live your dream now by exploring new experiences, and stepping into the growth zone safely with your coach. One thing I didn't mention is this is actually a 12-week program. So we're actually condensing it. This is just an introduction, and we're just going to introduce a couple of the tools that are used in this program. It's not the full program. We are in the process of designing a fuller program. If you're interested, let us know afterwards. So yeah, most coaching is about playing life better through co-creation and guided practice. It's about becoming the next best version of you. And then the next slide, the logistics. As I mentioned, there's a lot of tools involved in this program, but we're going to explore just a couple. One of them is called intentional co-creation. And as I said, if you want to go deeper into your dream manifestation, we'll have more information later. But for now, just be ready to answer some questions on paper, on your computer, and then we'll share in the breakout session. The next slide. Again, it can be anything at all, anything in your life, relationship, a life mission, anything at all. And you want to incorporate your vision, your imagination, your sense of possibility. So in other words, no limits. This is your dream. It can be anything. Don't be limited by resources or past limiting beliefs. It's just let your imagination go wild. And then when we activate our dream, amazingly, all sorts of situations and opportunities arise to support that dream. Some people call it synchronicities. Some people call this woo-woo, but it's part spirituality, it's science-based, which I'm not going to get into now, but I have a ton of resources about this science foundation of intention and focus. Also, you've probably heard magicians say abracadabra. That actually means I create as I speak. And that is how this course is designed, so that it's not just theory and it's not just me speaking, it's everyone here sharing their dream throughout the whole process. And as a result, amazing, amazing things will happen. At least that was my experience. And in our class, we all shared, and it was amazing each week to hear about people's dreams were progressing. So I wish the same for all of you. So now we're going to get into your turn to get into a space where you're going to focus on your dream. So again, just take 3 deep breaths and have your paper and pencil ready. So if you looked at your life or your business or career as playing for your dream, what would you say your dream is right now? If you could just write down a brief summary. And another big idea we're going to play with related to your dream is to create what's called a peak experience in this coaching program. And all that means is seeing yourself taking an action towards your dream where you are loving life, feeling awesome, and totally one with the experience. So if you could just jot down a few things of what would that experience be as you are playing for your dream, living your dream. Okay, so we're going to go into breakout rooms. Don't worry if you're not finished. We're going to have a good chunk of time for the breakout rooms for everyone to share. some people prefer sharing by talking rather than writing. So we wanted to give you a chance to do both. So thank you, Myrna.
Okay, so while I finalize the breakout rooms, I did put the questions that she gave us in the chat. So you can open up the chat if you want to look at it again.
And coaches, if you would please introduce yourself again when you go into the breakout room. The coaches are there just to support you and help you to get deeper with your dream.
RoseAnn, can you just repeat the question? Somebody said they don't see the questions. Oh, I forgot to share that. Share it. What? That's why. Sorry.
So they'll be in the chat. Did you say?
They should be in the chat.
Perfect.
Okay. So I'm going to open the breakout rooms, and there should be around 4 people in each breakout room. So the coach's role is to support you, but also to make sure that everybody has time to share. And we will have about 14 minutes in the breakout room. I'll send a message when it's time to come back. Okay, oh, here we go.
Great.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a great discussion in your breakout rooms. And now we're going to move on to the second part of our presentation today. And Loretta Anderson will be the one who's presenting at this time. So let me share my screen here. And take it away, Loretta. Oops, I did something wrong. And Loretta, I think you're muted. Let me try.
Thank you.
Let me
Thank you
try
very
again.
much.
Let me try again here.
This is fun.
There we go.
Yes. Yeah. So this is part 2, questions to reflect upon to discover your dream. And we will go into a breakout. I want to share an experience that I had with you. I was privileged to be in the training with Hilda Weeman and her coaching program and the wonderful women that you see here and others. It was, so enriching. And I learned so much, but I was very quiet. I didn't have a voice to express what I was experiencing. And it was frustrating for me. And when I would be asked questions, I struggled how to express myself because honestly, I had squashed my dreams. Life happened and my dreams got put on the back burner. They got put on a shelf and they even got buried in a shallow grave. So it was hard. And when someone would ask me, what do you want to do? What are your dreams? What are your hopes? How can we help you? And I was at a loss. So sometimes it would be very heavy to think about my dream because I'm a helper. I want to help other people have their dream. And that would make me happy because at least they know what they're doing and I can live vicariously through them. But that's just no way to live. And my children would tell me, Mom, you need to get a life. We need to go and dig up some of those dreams. And you're not dead yet. you still have time. And so this enriching community and other programs that I've been introduced to have really, really helped me. And it doesn't happen overnight. It's not all of a sudden. So this is an introduction to a program that will allow you to energize your dream. There's a statement called playing for your dream. Now that one got me. Playing for your dream. Thought it was a typo because I thought, oh, I've heard lots of other things connected to fight for your dream or keep your dream alive or something like that. But how do you play for your dream? But it was powerful. Here's what I did. I started looking for my dreams underneath things, dusting them off. And I started using my imagination because I hadn't really fulfilled them. I used my imagination. If I could start over, if I could have an ideal situation, like RoseAnn said, if there are no limits, nothing to stop me, what are the possibilities? And I had a really good time because I made some outlandish statements. I thought, like, abracadabra, this would happen and and I'd meet this person and that person, and nothing was crazy. Everything was beautiful. So the questions that you're being asked seem small, but allow yourself to let go and play and find your happy place, dream, and energize your dream. And so we want to consider the aspects of your current situation. So with your paper and your pen, we want to give you some time to write down the answer to these two questions. What is the impact you want to have? If you have your dream, if you have things, what would be the impact? What would be the result? What would be the fruit of it all? What do you want to leave behind? And what is your focus for the next 3 months? You have the destination, and the next 3 months, where are the stops? Where are the signposts? Where are the landmarks, things that you'll visit on your journey to fulfilling and energizing your dream? So take a few minutes to answer those questions.
Loretta, you spoke so eloquently. Like always, I've experienced you many times. It is not a woman without a voice.
Thank you, Hildy.
Sure.
So in just a few minutes, we'll be going back into the same breakout rooms. I'm going to stop sharing, but I will put the two things in the chat for your purpose, and we just have a couple more minutes before we return to our breakout rooms.
And how long is the next breakout room, Myrna?
The next breakout room will have 12 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, just one more minute. Okay, so we'll see you back after this breakout. I'm going to open up the rooms again. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful discussion and even some realizations. At this point, I'm going to turn it back over to RoseAnn, and we're going to have the opportunity to do some visualization about the ideas and plans that you have already put into action by your discussion. So I'm going to share my screen, and RoseAnn, it's all yours.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. So the tool that we're going to use now is called Intentional Co-Creation, and it's a guided visualization. So I'm just going to give you a few prompts of what we're going to visualize. And then once we get into it, you can just close your eyes and go through the experience. So when you had your breakout session and you shared one of your actions, that's kind of what we're going to be working on. So it's similar to the way athletes and performing artists practice their skills through visualization, even before the game, before the performance. That's really what this is. But in coaching, they call it intentional co-creation. So pick out one of those actions and also what your intended feelings are around that action and what is the result of that action. So we're going to get back into our imagination, similar to what we did in meditation and earlier on. And it's going to be in two phases. So first the action, then the result. And the trick is to pay attention to your feelings, your thoughts, and also body sensations. I'm really excited. Next month, Kendra's going to share about somatic therapy, but for me, this was one of the parts that I had a lot of ahas, because the body has so much wisdom. So really pay attention. We're not going to focus a lot on it today, but just pay attention to any body sensations you have. So if you're in a safe place, please close your eyes again and take a deep connecting breath. Now bring into your imagination a scene of you doing the action in an awesome way. Your imagination is so powerful. Just let your imagination fill in all the details. See it and feel it as deeply as you can. And if you haven't already, bring in that feeling that you want to experience while you're doing this action, and just focus on that feeling a little bit. If you notice any thoughts coming into your mind, just jot down what you notice, and then you'll have a chance to share in the next section. Now pay attention to any body sensations that are coming into your awareness. If you want, you can jot that down too. You're doing great. Just stay in that visualization and jot down anything else that you notice. Now, if there's any other people in your action, imagine them now. Imagine how the other person or the other people are feeling. For example, if you're co-creating your dream with other people or just sharing it with someone else, just imagine how they're feeling. Imagine them enjoying it and responding in the way that you intend. Is there something you want the others to feel? Something you want them to say? something you want them to do. Notice any thoughts popping into your mind as you imagine the other person or people. Are any other physical sensations coming up in your body as you imagine the other? Now keep your eyes closed for just a minute more. Focus in on what you feel. If you feel ready, you can open your eyes. And this time, instead of going into a small breakout, Myrna is going to guide us all together in debriefing and wrapping up this section of the program. Thanks, Myrna.
Okay, so I'd like to give you just a few more minutes to think about and write down what was the experience like for you today. What did you learn about playing for your dream, and what did you learn about yourself? And what's your next step? And then what we're going to do after a few minutes of writing is have the opportunity for a few of us to share with the whole group. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, but the questions again will be in the chat. I want to mention also, as RoseAnn did say, you may have some doubts or fears as you look at, what are your next steps. So it's good to acknowledge those, because what we're aware of, we can address. We can ask for help. We can figure it out. So I'll just give you one more minute. Okay, so we're going to open the floor now. Just raise your hand if you know how to use the little reactions at the bottom, or raise your physical hand so I can see it. And we want to give several people, a number of people, opportunity to share. So we'll try to ask you to keep your sharing to just a couple of minutes. Don't tell us everything, just tell us what impacted you the most, or what was your highlights. Is there someone who would like to share? Okay, Hilda, go ahead. Just have to unmute yourself.
Well, for me, it was a great experience today. And thank you for putting on that program. I live basically with lists and charts. That's me. I organize, I dream, vision all the time. But what helped me with this particular exercise was that it pushed me forward into feeling the emotion and seeing running a movie. And so that answers both first questions. I would say the experience and playing with it. So I have a fixed movie running that pushes me into the future. I've done that before, but I was reminded again, and I love it. What I learned was that I was reminded how powerful groups are. Sharing in a group, doing exercises together, sharing in small groups. And then I even learned, I focused on my career. The things I picked up from the others made extra points for my other life goals that I have. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. And so for those of you who may not know, Hilda Wienman is the one who all of us coaches were trained under. And at the end, we're gonna announce a program that she has coming up.
Thank you.
Okay. Mhm. Thank you. Is there someone else who would like to share? So someone shared in the chat, dreams are a powerful gift of vision for oneself. My dreams need to intentional focus, breaking down the dream into steps and tangible planning. So hopefully we helped you get started today on that. Is there someone else who would like to share? Don't be shy. We're a safe place here for us to dream and to grow. Yes, Hanka?
Actually, I realized that in my work or in my energy work, I'm quite developing or gaining more and more confidence, but there's an area of my life, my relationship, which is not going well at the moment. And I just felt through this visualization that if I can do it in this area, maybe there is hope also for this other area as well, even though at the moment I don't see the way, how, but maybe if I will focus or if I will put some energy in it, I will find a way how to deal with it and how to also make my dream about ideal harmonious relationship come true. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Hanka. And also, if for those of you who don't know, Hanka has been our guest presenter twice, talking about energy work in the past. And we have all the recordings, which I can share later as well, where you can find them. Someone else? Yeah, Blondine.
Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my hand, but
Oh, well, it must have meant to be.
yeah. For me, okay, for the first question, what was the experience like? For me, it was kind of like opening a door to a way of thinking and focusing, because I haven't really stop and try to figure out what my dreams were, and so it helped me, you know, start the process. So that I'm very grateful for, and so my right now I really want to try again or to continue on playing with my dream. I feel I'm just starting to figure it out. So that's what I wanted to share.
Okay, well, wonderful. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, I actually encourage everyone when we get off this call today to take a few minutes and make a goal of something that you're going to do in the next week, because otherwise it was a good experience and we thought about nice things, but we don't implement it, get started. Is there someone else who would like to share? Okay, Janice, go ahead.
Unmute. Okay, there I am. Yeah, I was looking for clarity coming today, and I got clarity. I felt I was already coming in with that intention, and I got that. I got a confirmation of that, so that felt really good. The direction that I'm taking actually is to do the original emotion code workshop. So that's really where my intention is, and I'm looking forward to that. So this is a real good compliment to be here and to feel that it was kind of affirmed to me.
Great. All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
Felicitas, I think, did you have your hand raised?
No, sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw it.
Maybe by accident, but no, sorry. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, we have time for a couple more people. Is there someone else who would like to share? You guys have been so concise. It's wonderful. Okay, Catherine.
Well, I just want to say thank you that in such a short time, we just had such a wonderful group. And I felt like I learned from them and got, the feedback from our facilitator was really good and helpful. And but this last one, wow. When the meditation, I realized I have to really work on being able to meditate better, because I don't know if I should have said it, but as soon as say this, but maybe other people have this problem too. I immediately thought, oh, wait, I have a few minutes here. I'm going to do this text, or I'm going to do, look up something. And I think I just need to practice more on that. Maybe like sometimes I'm always trying to squeeze in all the things that need to get done. And that can prevent me maybe from really following up on more internal goals that I have. So it was just a good start to think about playing my dream. And so I just want to thank everybody, thank my group for Donna Avery and Anyo and Andrea. Thank my group for sharing all together, even though it's really only like 8 minutes, but it was really nice to get to know those ladies. So thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I think actually that's a constant challenge for us to become more present to ourselves and to understand what's going on in the world around us that has so many demands. But the challenge with when we don't take time to breathe or to meditate, we're doing many things from our head, and it's not moving into our heart, into our being, and about who we are. And it's about discovering, ways to think about things differently, even and notice in that awareness, notice how it affects our body, which is going to be next time with Kendra's presentation. So I just want to thank everyone, and especially the group presenters, or the group leaders and presenters, RoseAnn, Kendra, Loretta, Hanka, who stepped in because one of our team is missing, Donna and Shauna, and also for all of you for being here and for having the courage actually to think that I can be something more than I am right now. So thank you, everyone. At this time, I want to
Can I just do a quick share?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sure.
No problem. I just wanted to thank everyone because all of you helped me get further in my dream. And I feel that this was definitely part of my dream, sharing these tools with all these lovely friends, Women's Fed members and their friends and family. So thank you all so much. I feel so connected to you all, and I'm grateful to you all. So go get your dreams, ladies.
Okay, so now I just want to share a couple of things that are coming up. Oops, let's see here. Hold on. Gotta move the slides forward. So if you want to explore your dream further, like you want to continue some kind of practice like this, RoseAnn will be the contact for creating a longer experience in the future. Coach RoseAnn@gmail.com. We'll put this in our follow-up newsletter as well. And, you know, as she said, this is really a 12-week program. So we need to have more time to develop it further. And in February, our session will be on the first Saturday of February with Kendra Stein, and I just want to let her say a few words about the program.
Awesome, thanks, Myrna. Hi, everyone. I'm going to be talking about somatic healing next month. So the question a lot is like, what is somatic therapy? And soma is the Greek word for the living body known from within. So something within ourselves knows our body, the living body known from within. So what that really means is there's this sense of wholeness and integration that is, we feel like we understand when emotions come up, we know how to be with that emotion, that trigger, that part of ourself that comes up that oftentimes reacts in a way that we don't intend, or that we know there's better ways to do things, but we are just trying to survive. And a lot of these responses are automatic, and there's actually nothing wrong with them. They're actually doing exactly, your body is doing what it's meant to do. It's responding to the environment to keep us safe. And so we get split with not knowing what to do with these responses. So somatic therapy is learning to be with, from within ourselves, a higher self that we can be with our body and our reactions and our parts and triggers and things. So we teach techniques. I'll teach like practical tools and things for learning how to be with yourself, and you discover that wisdom within you. And we really are, we feel to heal is the basic thing. We're learning how to feel so we can heal. So that's what we'll be talking about. All right.
Thank you.
We'll see you next month.
Thank you, Kendra. And also I want to make you aware of a program called Crystal Within that is happening starting January 28th. I will put the link in the chat, but I was wondering if Hilda, you want to say a few words. Hilda is one of the coaches organizing this.
Well, thank you, Myrna, for giving me the opportunity here. It's a surprise, but I am grateful for that. So the story started, I was last year for several weeks in Croatia at my sister-in-law's place, and you could describe it, I experienced it as a paradise. And then I called a coach in Vienna and said, you know, and there are some women who would want to experience a week in paradise. The next thing was that I heard somebody say, become clearer than a crystal. And somehow with, you know, talking about it or planning that week in Croatia and so on, then it just somehow happened that Diana, is her name, Diana Winter, and myself, that we said, well, why don't we do a whole year program, or we do a boot camp, or, you know, start something. And really inspire women to realize or to dig for that crystal inside. So we called it Crystal Within. It's a new organization that it seems like, okay, we do a little group or a program, but actually our vision is like replacing, I would say, the older term of organization, the Girl Scouts. I was a Girl Scout with such an excitement that to this day, I every day see before I go to bed, have I done this one good deed as a Girl Scout? It became, you know, it's ingrown in me. So, and I thought, why couldn't we have something like Crystal Within, that we walk with this awareness, consciousness, pride, righteous pride, and eagerness, maybe with this feeling of elation that, oh yeah, I belong to that group, or I am this kind of a woman. And now my husband walks in the door. So we start January 28th. It's kind of like a boot camp because we do 2 settings in 1 week. So 2 groups are teaching once, well, always at 10 o'clock in the morning, West Coast time, so that we can include everybody all the way down to Europe in timing, which is 9-hour difference. And then we teach basic skills. And then after that, it would become a group, a support group. You can choose your own network. And the whole year we would work through a program like the Wheel of Life, addressing every area in our lives so that we improve in every way. So hopefully that you can look up our website and maybe also watch the 12 recordings we did as an inspiration to already start out clearing out our life, cleaning, letting go of what we don't need, and supporting and bringing out what it is that has really the meaning, the purpose for us, and we live to our fullest. So thank you for giving me that opportunity, and I hope to see lots of you. Please send, even if you can't participate, please send it out to others. We want to make this a worldwide effort.
Thank you, Hilda. So I put the link in the chat. So if you click on the link before you leave the meeting, it will open up on your browser. It's, as she said, it's 4 weeks, twice a week. And what is the cost? Someone's asking.
$100.
Yeah.
And anybody can ask for scholarship especially from other countries that are, you know, where the currency is different and where this isn't a good price for you. So
yeah, so the wisdom that both Hilda and Diana bring is worth way more than that. So it will be a wonderful experience. So I will also send out probably by Monday our follow-up newsletter with the recording and also the links to sign up for next month's program and for the Crystal Within. RoseAnn, anything else that I forgot?
I think you got it all, Myrna.
Okay, well, thank you everyone and have a wonderful day. And energize your, keep energizing your dream.
Thank you.
thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Take care.